school.
So you got
I'm beating her in technology. I cannot believe it. Her last comment in a meeting the other day is, I can't believe it. I have 30 days left till I'm finished and I'm relearning all of this stuff. But
it's got to be weird, right?
Yeah. My youngest daughter teaches her. So then actually, before I was able to help my wife and my younger daughter get her stuff online, which is a miracle, right, Sam? Thank you for checking that, Samantha.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I send lesson plans to everybody in the building.
You know what you're doing.
I hope so. Oh.
All right, we're live. So welcome anyone watching. If you have any questions, please type them in so that we can answer. What's going on with everyone else? Anyone want to share anything going on?
Chef, I made from scratch Chinese dumplings.
Nice.
It looked good.
They were pretty
really
good. Yeah.
Did you fry them also, or did some steamed?
I steamed them. I like.
Yeah, I can never make up my mind, so I always got them both steamed and fried. So.
That's a good idea. The more, the better.
Attention, taste bud issues too. Oh, nice.
Hi, Shell.
The dumpling.
Air fryer, Chef Toro.
Sorry?
Ever use an air fryer?
Yeah, I have one. I love it. I do my French fries in there. They come out nice.
Easy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I should actually take it out of the box.
Yeah. No, they're worth it. And there's the stuff comes out pretty decent. Healthier too.
Good.
And bacon comes out great in the air fryer.
I don't even know what it looks like on the inside, so I just picture it like swirling around in the air, like kind of Jetson style.
It does.
It's like a hair dryer, really. Yep.
So like bacon's flying.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have bacon. I'm taking out the air fryer, and we're making it tomorrow or tonight.
It plays a sound. It goes.
I'll video it. Perfect.
If you don't get that reference, you're a bad person.
I'm a bad person.
You don't get that reference?
No. It's not Jeopardy.
Oh my.
Wait, what is that?
Wait, Miss Pilati, do you know that reference?
What? What? Yes.
From the Wizard of Oz, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
That's from the Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
From which part?
The tornado scene and everything going around.
Everything swirls around.
You're okay. It wasn't exactly the right.
Took me a while.
Yeah. Now that you told me, I recognize it and I've seen it before.
Terrible.
But it just didn't sound right. Hold on.
Yeah, blame it on me. Whatever.
It's a little bit different.
It's exactly the same. I did a perfect rendition of it.
Perfect. You know what? You don't even need to teach anymore. This is what you can do for a living.
Okay, sold.
I'm sure you'll make a lot of money doing the background music for, what is it?
Can't be any worse than being a teacher.
Danny, any updates on math this summer?
I have no official updates, no. But I think things are starting to come together. Do not quote any of this. But if we do a summer program, it'll probably be starting like around June 15th or something like that. And it would probably span the entire summer, or at least most of it.
Okay.
And students who are interested in taking courses over the summer, like pre-calc or any of that, I've been telling them to reach out to their math teacher for a recommendation.
We're still trying to figure out the best way to, I don't know what the right phrase is, to decide who can get and who can't.
And when you come up, when you finalize it, will it be an email sent out to everyone?
I'm sure, yeah. We'll probably have an email and a form to sign up. Okay. That's what we usually do every year.
So I don't know if you guys saw, but the new last day of school is June 19th.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
We got the letter yesterday from the superintendent.
Oh, there was a lot in that letter. I guess I missed it.
Yeah, the letter was lengthy, but it did say
It did
June
say.
19th is the last day because it had the snow days built in, so they backed it off a couple days. And with that, then that means that the marking period may change a little bit, but we're not sure about the official details because that needs to be worked out. But either way, no matter when the marking period ends, you still have to take attendance, and kids, you still need to sign in for attendance through June 19th.
And then what about progress reports?
When were they originally due?
20th
20th.
May.
So if you back that off 3 days, it'll be due around then. We're waiting. Wow, that's like
Next week.
Wow, it's going fast.
that's this progress reports will be due this Friday, basically.
In the middle of APs.
But they'll probably just keep it the 20th because this just came out this weekend. But basically, we're halfway through marking period 4 already.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, progress reports, you can always just check Power School, no? Just see what you're doing.
Yeah. That's what they are, yeah, pretty much. What else is on the docket? Anything?
Not really.
Everyone's still doing well with checking into homeroom and doing the work and everything?
Yeah, I had a little homeroom glitch last week. Apparently, the students claimed they weren't getting their posts, but everybody else was. And then I tested it, and it seems to be working. So I just monitor it now. Anybody had that problem?
No.
No.
Actually,
I think it was just a student that maybe forgot.
not for my
It worked every other day.
but I posted something, an assignment, and this was, I forget what day it was, Wednesday or Thursday of last week. And an unusual number of students said they didn't get the notification about it.
Okay, maybe it was just a glitch.
So I'm not quite sure. It was also a test, so I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, see, that's how I was guessing too.
Not totally sure what was going on with that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Doran's asking, will students have a chance to get into their lockers? You will not be able to go into the school, but all your lockers are going to be rounded up. Everything's going to go into a bag. So then in the middle of June, seniors are going to go pick up their locker stuff as well as their cap and gown and some other gear that we ordered for you guys. So you'll get more details on what day you're supposed to come in.
What about the underclassmen and their lockers?
If they need something specific, they need to contact me, and I need to get someone to go get it from their locker and give it to security. So basically, you're just going to keep all your stuff, whatever you have at home, keep it at home till September. And if you're an underclassman, I mean, and if there's something in your locker that you absolutely need right now, then you need to contact me so I can help you out. But we're not doing anything for the underclassmen, just the seniors officially,
Okay.
I'm just thinking about how many kids are going to freak out that people are going through their lockers and taking all their
Well, it'll just be seniors.
Yeah, that's enough.
A lot of seniors I don't even think have lockers. So
They don't even bring books to class. Or at least
exactly.
that's right. I'm talking to my seniors. Calling you guys out.
Let's see. Sorry, my internet's very slow, but Kim is saying that progress reports are due Wednesday the 20th. So I guess we're just going to go with that date, but know that the marking period is ending a couple days before it was supposed to. Oh my God. And then, yes, Kate, if you're not a senior, your stuff will stay where it is in your locker. I believe that security is opening every locker just to make sure there's no food in it, though. Just FYI.
They probably should have done that 2 months ago.
They may have already done it, but
It smells really weird right here.
I don't really have much else on my list here except for that there was that school spirit district submission form that you can fill out. Did anyone here send in any pictures or videos?
No.
I'm working on it. I tried to write "miss you" on a loaf of bread and it didn't work. So, so I'm gonna try a pizza when the pepperoni gets here.
That's true. Or you could do it like pancakes. You know how? Have you ever seen the videos where they make things in
That's
pancakes?
a good one. I was trying to do a food one. Yeah. And, this week it'll be there.
Jennifer, we have a list of all your lockers, so you should be using the locker that was assigned to you.
Ooh,
So
ridiculous.
The
bring
stuff
just
will have your name on it because that locker was assigned. What'd you say, Danny?
I said she brings disgrace to her homeroom. I say that because she's in my homeroom.
So if you know that you moved your locker, you need to let me know.
I wanted a top locker. I get that.
You need to email me though.
My question is, what did she have to give up to get the top locker? Like how much do top lockers go for these days? I want
A bag of chips.
a bag of chips, like a bag of chips, or like a bag a week.
A bag of
What's happening with the senior council money? So basically, whenever senior class leaves, if they have any money left over in their account, that money just goes into the general student council fund, I believe. Astoria, does that sound correct?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
Of course, it's typical. If there's ever any money left over in a senior student council after they graduate, doesn't that money get redistributed either to everybody, or what I think it went to that junior class when they become seniors?
Oh, really? I thought it went to the freshman class.
Oh, did it? Well, the point is you're not getting it. If that's what you're thinking.
I think that the senior, Dorian, you should reach out to Miss Perez and Miss Separs because they bought some things for the class. I don't know what money they used. They may have used some of that money. So that's a good question. Usually it does go back into the class like Mr. Greco said either redistributed 4 ways or just to the freshman class or just to the rising seniors. We're not sure exactly, but I mean, do you guys? You must have a good amount of money because you were going to pay for proms and trips, or usually we don't really have any money left.
Jennifer gave up. Jennifer had to share her lab coat to get that top locker.
Uh-oh, don't tell Dr. Nina.
I mean, I think that's pretty good. I would
That's
share.
cheap, yeah.
That's a good deal. I think you won, Jen.
Is it possible for the money to go towards their reunion?
So that movie is technically earmarked as student activities. So when they graduate, they're not technically our students. So I'm not quite sure.
Figured it was worth an ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Scheduling is almost done, the back end of it, so we should be opening it up to you guys within the next day or two.
I can give you an update about the AP math classes. You'll be having to take a diagnostic test in or during the first week of June. So I can tell you that much. So you'll select your AP class whenever this gets released, and then you'll take a diagnostic test.
What day?
It's the first week of June, so I'm not quite sure which day yet.
And Sam, when they sign up for, when you have the list for AP, Lit and language, will you get that to me so I can share it with the department?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else want to share anything? Dr. Nina and Mr. Gould are waiting in the purgatory here.
Hey, I can sit on the sidelines and let them two in.
Yeah.
And
All
see
right.
you later.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Dr. Nina can come in for me, Sam.
Okay.
Bye.
Hi. Hi.
What's up, Mr. Gould?
How do you give out a diagnostic test without making sure the kids don't cheat?
So there are some ways to do it. There's a Google form plugin called Timify, and I'm not saying that this is the way it's going to happen, but so this extension allows you to embed a code into the form, and then every student has a different link, but it's to the same test. And what happens is you can start your test at 5 o'clock, and it gives you an hour to do it. And another kid can start the test at midnight, and they would have an hour to do it as well. Excuse me. Excuse me.
But that still does nothing to let them not be on their phones while they're taking the test. And
That's true. However, I will say that I think that even with what is that called? The AP testing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the idea is that time limits cut down on the amount of cheating more than anything else does.
No, I certainly understand that.
No, there's nothing we can do to fully stop them from talking to each other, but we're kind of trusting you guys to be honest and just take it with your knowledge, you know?
Wow, you're a lot better. You think more of them than I do. I know if I was them.
Don't give them any ideas.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, this is an extraordinary circumstance and it's an extraordinary time, and you don't do things the way you normally do things. And so that's why I haven't even tried to give tests in my class. I don't even bother because there's no point. Colleges have these testing systems, but we don't have them. And there are ways to do it, but we don't have the way to do it. I mean, my attitude about the APs is that for chemistry, hopefully, we're just going to go based on recommendations. And all you guys have heard me that I recommend you don't take the class, but that's a different story. But anyway, I don't. I mean, we've got a 27-question multiple choice diagnostic test that would just be. I don't see the point, but that's another story. While I have the floor, especially for you students, I am going crazy for lack of interaction with you guys. So try and solve that. I am now every day from 2 to 3, Monday through Thursday, going to have office hours on Google Meet. And if anybody just wants to stop in and talk or whatever else, I miss you guys. Send me an email or I post it on my classroom sites what the address is. Come on in and join me. You have AP questions, whatever. Just come on in. Just a place to talk.
Very nice.
And that's it for me. I won't tell you about my dramatic COVID-19 story at the dog park yesterday. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A guy who tested positive is going sitting in a dog park every day.
Oh.
I outed him on Facebook, and because the sheriff wouldn't do anything about it. The sheriff was there. I told the sheriff. I said this guy has tested positive for the virus, and they wouldn't do anything about it.
Really?
Some
I
people
told
believe
my wife that if I'm so hopeless, I should just end it now.
Это видно было, когда он проходил в уши.
Hang in there, everybody. Do the right thing. I've been paying for it, but doing the right thing yesterday was getting people, keeping them away from the dog park. So, anyway.
Dr. Witham, do you know the answer to this question?
I do not know the answer to this question. I don't know that you have time.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
that's the thing.
I don't know the answer to this officially. Maybe Miss Lotto would know. We could try to find out.
When's the test?
Once you test Kate, she's taking several of them.
Things for May or if you buy it.
Okay, I don't know if Miss Separs is your teacher, but I think that she's always reading up on the AP testing and stuff like that. So
Yeah, she's a good source.
she's a good resource for that.
Or Miss Lotto is doing a lot of seminars. I would personally, I would worry about losing connection and not having time, switching tabs. You know, you want to be as stable as possible, I think, when you're taking the APs.
College board suggests to use notes. So it's important to have good notes and know what is in your notes and be able to easily find it if needed. To have a glance to understand if I'm going the right direction. Much attention should be paid to the question. The problems will be such that understandable that all the knowledge is available, all the content. The logic is important. Right now we're going through the practice tests, and I see sometimes people either rushing or not paying attention to little details, and the answer is entirely something else.
So make sure you answer the question that it's asking.
Be careful what is asked. No.
And I know that in the past, Dr. Witham and I have given open note exams, like when we did our final exams, and some students who relied on those notes would run out of time. So you really shouldn't be kind of like going back and forth. Just be confident, refer to your notes if you need to, but don't stress about finding the exact answer. Like Dr. Nina said, it's about your about the logic and how you arrive to an answer and your, problem solving skills.
Also, very important to read what you wrote. After you're done, leave 2-3 minutes to go back and read what you write.
Yeah.
Because that's nonsense.
This is what Doran just said, I think is a good point. This isn't just in general on AP exams. You don't want to give the textbook answer and sound like a robot spitting back a definition that doesn't show understanding.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck on those AP tests, everyone who's taking them. It's exciting.
Some of my seniors are taking 4 or more this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you are taking them and you feel like you have a lot of work in your other classes, communicate with your teachers, ask for a couple-day extension or whatever you need to do well on those EP tests.
Absolutely.
I told a few students of mine, don't do anything until after the AP test and just give me all your work after that.
Good.
Me too.
Good. Update on graduation. We are going to be doing it virtually. And we just had a meeting today on what day it should be. And so all those details will be hopefully communicated at the beginning of next week. And it's just going to be, we're going to have to do it virtually, but you'll all have your caps and gowns. So that'll be cute. Yeah.
Kate talked to the CFARs. She said you shouldn't waste your time.
Nice.
Yes. Time is going to be huge.
You know your stuff, Kate. Be confident. All right. Any last questions here? It's 1:57, so.
Summer graduation.
No, because we're still not allowed to have groups of people together. So that's going to extend through the summer. We're not allowed to have groups more than 10. Is that starting now, or did that not even start yet? I'm not really sure. There's so many guidelines that keep coming out, but either way, we're not allowed to have groups.
I'm not even sure what phase we're in. We might still be phase 0 for all I know.
Well, and as we try to open up, there's going to be too many examples, I think, of poor decisions.
Yeah.
We gotta watch it.
Basically, I would assume no major groups throughout the year.
Yeah.
I think we better start thinking about things like that. No major groups until there's a vaccine.
Yeah. And my husband works for Johnson & Johnson. Their goal is to get a vaccine by September. So.
Wow.
But
fingers crossed. I hope.
That would be nice. Yvonne, anything that's talked about in the podcast that's not official, like I said, it will not be official. So they may have said that they're doing it by major, but the details haven't been finalized. And it wasn't until this past weekend that they said that we can't have anything in person. We were trying to work it out where maybe we could have the academies come one by one during the day and just to see each other 6 feet away, but we can't do that anymore. So I'm not sure what was said before, what's said now, but moving forward, it's going to be virtual and more details will come out when we get them. But we miss you guys.
Just come back and visit.
Mm-hmm.
When this all gets straightened out, we should put something at security to just allow former students to come back in without much of a hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll give them. Everybody can give a list of who not. Like Jen here, disgrace of the room. You're on the bad list, Jen.
Letting out her lab coat.
security would stop her. They'd laugh at her and let her in anyway.
Ooh, Dr. Nina's here.
You might never see those lab coats again.
Yeah. Good point. Doran, we're not allowed to have a drive-through graduation. Actually, the governor told us we're not allowed. And for all you guys doing like birthday parties, drive-by birthday parties, I mean, it's a cute idea, but people are dropping off gifts and they're dropping off the signs, and then it defeats the purpose. They're touching things and then giving them to you. So if you do have some drive-by celebration, just don't accept anything from people.
But what if it's a really cool gift?
Wear
can
gloves.
You can wait, quarantine it.
Yes,
Yeah. Just
exactly. Put it in the oven. Cook the germs off.
Spray it down with Lysol and stuff like that. Like if it's a really cool gift, I would not say no. I'm just saying.
Like if Miss Bellotti drove by your house, dropped off cookies.
Oh yeah, cookies are always acceptable. I mean, come on.
Where'd she go?
She better be go making those cookies, Miss Bellotti.
Or the brownies.
the Linzer tarts too. She makes good tart.
Yeah, disinfect those cookies.
Chocolate covered pineapple.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that stuff.
That's the best.
That's a crowd pleaser.
All right, I'm going to take off.
Yep, me
You
too.
guys stay well. Come talk to me if you need me. And hang in there.
Keep your immune system strong.
Vitamin C.
All right. Make good
Vitamin
decisions.
C.
It's cool. Bye.
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 All right. Yes, Doran, you can come visit us when schools are open.
I don't know. You might be on my homeroom list of not so much.
The not alloweds list.
The uninvited list. You're uninvited.
Doran, you better be nice.
He always has the food, though.
Oh, but he's in.
Yeah. All right.
Bye, Fiona.
See ya.
Bye. Be safe.